We're here with Coach Danica Sutton for another episode of Sutton Scoop. Coach, just start off. The team is now 5-1 in Ohio Valley Conference play. The first time that this has happened in school history. What did it take to get here?
It took a lot of hard work. I mean, honestly, it took a lot for the team to grow together. And preseason did not look like this at all. We went through a lot of trials and tribulations as a team, off the court, on the court. These girls have just worked hard. And it started in the summer. It started with the recruiting process. It started with, just changing the culture of this program and what we were looking for to create this standard. So, I mean, it's been a long process, and we've just continued to work through it. And it's great to see that this is the validation for the hard work that everybody has put in.
It's your second season at the helm of the Tigers. What's the difference between year one and year two when becoming the head coach at a new school?
Honestly, the difference is just the feel. It's the commitment. It's the fight. This is a different group of girls. We are being consistent and very adamant about the culture, about the hard work, the discipline, and the heart that it's going to take to get there. We're constantly trying to help and guide the girls off the court as well as on the court, and we're helping to create and shape a lot of great leaders for this program, not just one or two. So that's the difference. The commitment to the process has been the difference from last year to this year, and I'm really excited to see how we'll finish out this season, but also where this program is going to go years to come.
The win over Jacksonville State was your 100th match as a head coach. What's the difference between your your first match, your 50th match, and now?
I think in the beginning it's just all adrenaline. It's that new shoe feel. You just kind of getting into it. You kind of want to you're not there yet, but you got your foot in the door. And with the 50th match, it's more of a you're kind of trying to get comfortable and get situated, but you're still not there. And honestly, I don't know if I'll ever be there, but right now, there's just so much more growth that I've attained for myself personally, professionally, than where I was in the beginning of my head coaching career. So one of the keys I feel like to life is you have to continue to grow, because the moment that you choose to stop growing, then hey, you're not looking to get better, and how can I help somebody else get better if I'm not willing to?
What are your thoughts on the conference so far, and how? And now that we're halfway through the league play, with new coaches and new teams, what are your thoughts?
I am really excited about the conference. The conference is extremely competitive this season. Even with the new coaches and the new programs, this is my fifth season in the Ohio Valley Conference. So I can, go back, reference teams back to 14, 15, 16, and to see the growth in so many different programs, it's like, wow, it's extremely competitive. No longer are we just looking out for one or two teams at the top. No, we have to be ready every single week for every single match we play. And I think it's great because it keeps that competitive spirit each week. And you can't take any plays off, any days off. You got to go hard every single day.
Okay. TSU is ranked second in the conference and 74th in the nation in opponent hitting percentage. What has been the focus defensively, and what happens in the gym to make that happen?
Well, honestly, it starts with recruiting. We recruit good defensive players. And not only are these players great defensively, but they're also great offensively as well. So, coming in, that's a standard in the recruiting process. But, that what happens in practice is we continue to fine tune what you're already great at, and we work on what our weaknesses are. So yes, we're gonna have great blockers like Rachel Henderson, Hinale Fihaki, Julia Pearson, Aria Holmes, JoJo Cruz. Those are all great blockers, and even our smallest blocker, Lake and Teo, I mean, she gets up there and gets a couple of touches as well. But that's an expectation. That is our minimum expectation. So So, we're not doing anything, different from anybody else in their gym. It's just all about the process and, the expectations.
All right. And what has the team done off the court to gel?
Oh, these girls have worked really, really hard. And I will commend our returners, Kylie Hayes, Julia Pearson, and Rachel Henderson, as well as Hina Leafy Hockey came in January, so she's been here a little longer than everybody else. These girls have worked really, really hard to commit to the connection with all of the new players that we had coming in. Apparently they do something weekly that I just recently found out about as a team. They're always together. They make time for each other. They're just committed to, creating the camaraderie off the floor because they know that it's going to help on the floor. And of course, we're not perfect, and I don't expect everybody to, per se be best friends or like each other, but I really think that they really and truly do enjoy the company of each other, and they just love being around each other.
All right, and you have 10 matches left in the regular season. What are you hoping for?
I'm hoping for consistency. I think it was great. We started off really hot, and we were all excited for that, but at the same time, not getting caught up in the wins and losses. I'm hoping for consistency, as well as I want us to continue to grow. When you start off that hot, sometimes it's like, ooh, you start at the top, you really don't have anywhere to go or anywhere to grow, but, I still want us to grow, and we're going to continue to work on that. Practices will be broken down a whole lot more. Whether it be isolated drills, whether it be team drills, it's going to be a lot of focus on individual growth and then team growth moving forward.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Make sure you guys come out and support us this weekend. We would really appreciate to have you in the stands. It's going to be a fun-filled weekend, and we can't wait to see you there. Always Tiger Strong.